Welcome to round number 2 of the Woah Nellie Productions Tuesday Night Clustertruck Series. Tonight, our first dirt oval race of the 8-race season. It is the Great Lakes Speed Shop presents the Battle for Ohio. A highly banked, tight but fun dirt oval here at Limaland that should provide a lot of excellent racing. We're so glad you could join us here tonight on Slide Job Racing Network. I'm Marty Sakala. We've got qualifying underway right now for our Pro 4 trucks. In case you missed us last week, some great racing that took place once again. Our opening race at Langley Speedway. And the first winner was this man in car number 5, Nicholas Alone, getting the job done and taking the checkered flag. Top 5 was Alone with the winner with the win. Jesse Dunaway second. Zane Harvey finishing third. Hillette finished fourth, and Jesse Isidore finished fifth. Qualifying underway at the moment. 3 laps for all the drivers to qualify, and right now the quickest driver is Jesse Isidore, the 15:22. Let's go to the next man on track in Zach Johnson in the 105. Each driver with 3 laps here in qualifying. Drivers have 6 minutes to complete 3 laps. So Johnson working lap number 3. You see the times here as they'll pop up on your screen. It's time for Jewel. That's Peyton Jewel up to 5th quick at a 15:36. Let's go to Jewel in the MPI Exalta number 73. For a better lap that time, it was just barely off the mark. St. Harvey up to 5th on lap number 2 at a 15:34. If he's in the green, he's got a good lap. Possibly, this is going to be close. All depends on how slow he was in Sector 1, and he was way off. Jason Fanton still on the track. Already has taken his qualifying laps. 15:61 is 10th quickest. Jesse Dunaway at a 15:4. While we were waiting to get things going here, let's explain tonight's format here this evening, as it's changed a little bit from last week. As we mentioned, 3 qualifying laps, 8 heat laps, 8 laps in heats for the drivers. We're expecting 5 cars a heat. Our car count tonight is 13, so I think we're going to have 3, if not maybe 2 heats possibly. In addition, when we head to the feature, there is an invert just to make the racing a little bit more exciting. And then the feature tonight is 50 laps. If we do not have a natural yellow flag fly before lap 25, we will have a competition caution come out to stack the field up. Limaland Motorsports Park, quarter-mile clay oval here, 2,600 feet above sea level. Let's pop up the weather here for today's race. Obviously, Mother Nature can sometimes be an issue here during race time. 67 degrees, the air of the track temp at 62% humidity. Partly cloudy conditions and wind at 7 miles an hour. So we're set to go for heat race number 1. This heat race is, I believe, 10 laps here. And again, everyone will transfer on into the show. The starting lineup has Jesse Isidore on pole position. Number 15, the pole time of 15:216. Next to him, it's Brody Duscher. I believe I've got that pronounced right. Duscher in the number 9. Row number 2, you've got Jesse Dunaway in car number 02 next to Jason Fanton in the 85. TJ Downs did enter the competition, but had to back out. For those wondering, that is Shake and Bake TJ Downs, a man that races regularly at Genesee Speedway in a Rush Crate Late model. 13 viewers already tuned in. We haven't begun the first heat race of the night. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Let us know in chat who you are rooting for. Good crowd here set to go here for round number 2 of the 8-race Tuesday Night Clustertruck. 8-race series before race season officially kicks off here in Western New York as well as down in Pennsylvania. Again, everyone transfers here. Winner will not start on pole. Keep that in mind as we have the invert. That could be a factor. Jesse Isidore, Brady Duscher bring us to green, and we're underway. Top 4 cars all double file, and it's Isidore that comes away with the early lead. See how slick the low line is? That is Right now, everyone's preferred groove here, especially during qualifying. Try on the high side, a little bit longer around, try and get that banking, see if that can stick out. Here's Jason Fountain in car number 85, looking for third on Dunaway, who actually just tapped the wall as the 85 tries to send it on Dunaway. Can't make the third spot work. Duscher still a truck length behind an Isidore. Just set up the quickest lap at a 15:21. Let's go on board and ride for a lap here with the driver of the number 9. Got the moving camera here so you can see what it looks like. You see, look how much he is turning that thing. You can briefly see it. Of course, this is not the best track when it comes to lights. Right now, this is pretty much a race of how low can you go. You also notice as well on the tachometer, shifting very key in the dirt trucks. Obviously, in regular dirt car racing, you only have 2 gears, forward or in a reverse gear, maybe even 3, a forward, a reverse, and neutral. But you don't have like a 4-speed shift. You just have 1 speed. In the Pro 4 trucks, you got multiple speeds. We saw that as a factor at Langley last week. Oh, look out. Jason Fanton nearly scraping the wall, but yeah, upshifting and downshifting going to be very important here throughout this race. You saw as well Dunaway get a little bit sideways in turn 3 as he keeps it going. 4 laps to go though in heat race number 1. Jesse Isidore had a good run last week at Langley, looking to take home his first win of the season. Right on board for the back end. Isidore, he's got that Pro 4 Mitsubishi truck right behind me. You can hear the downshift there. Coming to the white flag here. Half-second advantage still for Isidore on Duscher. All running consistent laps. Isidore 15:25. Duscher also a 15:25 last lap. The gap has stayed consistent throughout this first heat race. Isidore won't start on pole, but will have the invert as he takes the checkered flag and wins heat 1. So I believe if this goes correctly, if we have 3 heat races, that should put Brody Duscher on pole position. Don't quote me on that though. Actually, no, it will not. Whoever finishes second, I believe, in heat 3 will start on pole. There we go. That makes sense now. All right, heat 2, 4 drivers in this heat. The starting lineup has Nicholas Alone on pole position in the number 5. Next to Zane Harvey in the 22. And in row number 2, James McMillan in car number 1. Caleb Boatwright in the number 06. Of course, Nicholas Alone last week, a dominant win for him in number 5. A 4-second victory that went green to checkered. He started on pole for the feature and opened a huge lead once he took the lead in the heat race in the second half, and that's what helped him out take the victory. One lap to green as the iRacing pace truck will make the left-hand turn onto pit road. Just a moment. If you win this heat, you're starting 5th tonight. If you finish second in this heat, you're starting 2nd. Here we go. Green flag is out for heat 2. A bad start for the outside row. This could help out James McMillan propel himself to 2nd. Slides on up in front of Harvey. Now the 22 tries the crisscross and get himself back into the runner-up spot, and he does. But it's Nicholas Alone who leads lap 1. McMillan still fighting in, though, pretty well with Harvey. And now here comes Boatwright thinking about going 3 wide for just a moment. Bumper there by McMillan as the field made their way off turn 2. On board with the 1. Something as well you got to keep in mind here at Limaland. You don't want to hit those Uke tires. We call them Tory tires in our neck of the woods. You don't want to be hitting those one bit. That's going to just dart your car up the racetrack. However, though, in a Pro 4 truck, I've never seen it because these are definitely tough trucks. You may be able to, that may be possible to actually work. So, Carter Finch checking in the chat. He said somebody black flagged that 06 possibly. See McMillan trying out the Crow horn. Oh, issues with Nicholas alone as he has lost the lead to Zane Harvey, and now Harvey hits the Tory tire. You see that gets the truck a little sideways. He's able to correct it pretty well, but now top 3 cars all battling for the race lead here in heat race number 2. Let's see if we get a quick look at what happened that gave Zane Harvey the race lead. Did Alone hit a tire? Yes, he did. That got the car squirrely again. I said you don't want to be hitting those tires, that's for sure. And now a big run from Alone in turn 2. Through the elbow at James McMillan looking for the runner-up spot. Both of them with elbows. Harvey gets loose. Can he keep it safe straight? Yes, he can. Damage on the right front fender of the 5 of Alone, but obviously he'll be able to go with that. It won't be any issue. Still door-to-door for the race lead in this second heat race. We're coming to 2 laps to go. That time of the line, it was McMillan by just under a 10th. Nobody giving up here. Alone in the wall just briefly. Keep in mind, he'll start second. Actually, check that, he won't start second. Whoever finishes second will start second in tonight's feature. If you win, you're starting in 5th. Who's it gonna be? McMillan or Harvey for the Heat 2 win. McMillan with a beautiful corner. Harvey trying to fight back with the bite, but McMillan wins Heat 2. Alone third and Caleb Boatwright fourth. Without question, the best heat of the season so far. We've got one more heat to go. Let's give you your starting lineup for this one. Zach Johnson on pole position in the number 105. Next to him, it's Peyton Jewell in the 73. Finally in row 2, it's Woah Nellie himself. It's Daniel Nelligan in the 44 and Caden Michael in the 017. You may recognize Caden, races a Rush stock car time to time, son of great late model racer Andy Michael. Won last year in a race at State Line Speedway. Glad to see the car count we have here. I believe 13 drivers from what I saw correct. It'll be 12 when we take the green flag. A lot of good people have shown up tonight here, and there was a lot of good, exciting chat in the Discord on how the car count looked, how the racing's going to go down here tonight. It'll be a lot of fun. Again, second of an 8-race series. Before racing season kicks off in the area officially. And again, we go a couple of sets here, a couple different sets here. Our first race was at an asphalt track at Langley. And then next week, or then this week, obviously, we mentioned we are at Limaland. And then the week after, we go to Wild West Motorsports Park, which is a dirt road course. And then that set will repeat once again with an asphalt oval, dirt road course. Alrighty, already being and banging here, coming to the green flag. Caden Michael already on the gas. Peyton Jewell did not get going. I'm going to go to yellow here. I believe they rode at a bad start. Of course, admin's controlling the cautions, not iRacing, and so we will try this once again as Caden Michael will go to the rear of the field. Well, he was already starting at the rear of this field, but I believe as well, if I recall correctly, that will put a lap on the tower, on the timing pylon. So there will be 9 laps left to go here in our final heat race of the night. Winner will start 4th. Second place will be on pole position tonight. So would not be surprised in this heat if there were a little bit of mind games, and kind of starting to see them early here out of Caden Michael. All right, going green this time by. We're going to try this once again.
Green, green, green.
Johnson with a good start here. Immediately clears Peyton Jewell. Nelligan looking for second though on the 73, and everybody all single file as they make their way into turn 3. A lot of contact there. You saw Jewell's left rear quarter panel flaring out there for just a bit, a little bit shaky. Michael all over the bumper of Nelligan in the race for third. Everybody side by side for positions. Michael forces his way in there to take third. A little bit too much of a slide job to give Nelligan an opportunity to take P3 back. Back up front though, Jewel trying to go for the race lead. Didn't have the quickest lap after lap number 2, trying to send it in without hitting the Uke tires. It does help out Johnson clear. Nelligan and Michael continuing to get it for the third position. Oh man, not clear, Nellie. I put both in the wall, and Michael decides, you know, I'm going to send it in. That's one of my favorite parts about these pro trucks on the ovals. You can make a lot of contact, you can do a lot of beating and banging, just like that, and the trucks won't really wreck. Now, if there's beating and banging at the road courses, that is something completely different. This is obviously much different setup for that. So, 4 to go here in this heat race. Caleb says, close to 44 after the race, and we are under yellow, and it is Michael and Nelligan that have crashed. So, second yellow of this heat race is out. And let's show you what happened here. Is you could be seeing some beef early. Nellie hit the Uke tire. Kate and Michael had nowhere to go. Right on board with Nellie. And look at this, well, the 105 of Zach Johnson even shortcut the corner. May have taken a penalty from that, or may have had to slow down or whatever it was. And somehow did not lose any steering for a second. So Johnson will restart in second, lights off the pace truck. So we're going green racing this time by, and there will be 3 laps of racing to go in this heat race. Again, if you finish second, you're on pole tonight.
Green, green, green.
Green flag back out. Contact between Michael and Jewel for the race lead. Oh, and Johnson gives Jewel the chrome horn. We could be 3 wide in the corner. It's Michael trying to show his nose underneath. Jewel still hanging on here. 3-car battle for the heat 3 win, making a 4-car battle. Nelligan gives the quarter panel to Zach Johnson. Johnson, though, able to keep it straight. Sends it in on Kate and Michael for second. No yaw, though, in turn 3. That allows Peyton Jewel to come away and clear. 1 lap to go in this heat. Now Johnson tries to set it in. Jewel with the quickest lap last time by at a 15:30. Down the backstretch, final time in heat race number 3. Big send from both Johnson and Michael off the corner. This is for pole position. Johnson edges out Michael barely by 500ths. But it's Peyton Jewel that takes the win in heat 3. And so we are going right to feature time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's meet the field here and give you your starting lineup for tonight's feature. Zach Johnson on pole position in the 105, and next to him it's Zane Harvey in car number 22. Row number 3, Brody Duscher in the 9, and next to him is Peyton Jewel in the 73. Row number 3 is James McMillan in the 1 and Jesse Isidore in the 15. Row 4, Jesse Dunaway in the 02 and Nicholas Alone in car number 5. Rounding out the top 10 this evening, that is Daniel Nelligan in the 44 and Jason Fanton in the 85. Row 6, Caleb Boatwright in the 06 and Kaden Michael in the 017. TJ Downs withdrew from the race, so it is 12 drivers that will take the green. A reminder of the format here tonight, 50 laps this evening, up from 30 that we had last week at Langley. If we do not get a yellow flag before lap 25, we will throw out a competition caution to stack the field back up. Either that or it can come at race control's discretion. Again, let us know who your pick is to win. We're glad you could join us for Tuesday Night Clustertruck on Slide Job Racing Network. Field 2x2, iRacing Pace Truck, making the left-hand turn on the pit road. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now? Tuesday Night Clustertruck, it's showtime at Limaland. 4 wide already, 5 wide. Drivers going up the track and around goes the 105, and up and over went Jason Fenton. No caution is out until now. Fenton hoping he can get a push from somebody, but that just got way too dicey early. All right, let's get you an aerial shot from what happened there. First off, somebody jumped the gun. It was the white car there that went for the race lead. And there you see the, look at that, 4 wide. Zane Harvey hooking the 105. A lot of drivers forced up the track, and you see Johnson catches the wall, and Fenton gets clipped up and over. Wild, wild right there, that's for sure. Let's ride on board with Jason. All by himself.
Like it back on the pace car. We're
Mind
not
his
going
own
green.
business.
We are not going green.
Right there, I think it may have been from wheel-to-wheel contact. So Jason having to use a tow, and lights are still on the iRacing Pace Truck. This should be 1 to green this time by, and so your race leader is Zane Harvey.
Right,
it was James McMillan that just about jumped the start here as they have turned the lights back on the Pace Truck. I'm not sure for what reason. Maybe he's trying to get Jason Fenton back out on track possibly. And you see him there, towed. See what happens here. So it's Zane Harvey out in front. This fight seems to be chilly.
Like it back on the pace car. We're
I
not
don't know
going
why
green.
we are
not going green.
not going back to green. Step aside real quick to double check. All right, so I did get the go-ahead nod that they were waiting for Jason, and he is back out on the track. I believe he'll restart a lap down because he did not complete a green flag lap. Not sure why he caught the wall. All right, we're gonna try this once again. Time to kick the tires and light the fire. 30 lap feature, take 2.
Green, green, green.
See Harvey catches Duscher sleeping. We're 3 wide for 3rd or maybe even 2nd. A lot of touching going on off of turn 2. It's Buscher and Duscher and Jewel that are door to door, forcing their way in as alone in the 5, last week's winner. So you check that it's the 0-2 of Jesse Dunaway. Trying to shove his nose in there and take away 4. And now up through the gap is James McMillan trying to thread the needle for 5th position. Go to the race for 2nd spot is Harvey now trying to pull away. Jewel and Duscher, they're hooked once again as they go into turn 3. Not able to clear just yet. Oh, cars at the tires, and around goes the one of McMillan. But he saves it, so no caution. And now we go to yellow. We won't complete that lap. Don't know if they call the yellow for the spin just to play it safe, but if they don't credit that as a spin, McMillan would be able to reclaim his spot. Let's show you what happened to McMillan. Racing just outside the top 5, challenging Alone and Ice Door for 5th. Touch the tires there. Man, the 15 got a little sideways too. Good save by McMillan to hang on to it. Go back on board McMillan again.
Green, green, green.
Back to green. 3 wide again, and 1 driver sideways. That's alone. They were 4 wide for just a moment. Cars careening into the wall. Everybody hanging on to it. 3 wide as that's Dunaway trying to thread the needle. Alone gets a quarter panel full with another driver. 3 wide across the stripe. I think Dunaway had the advantage. Bunker cars here at Limaland. Zane Harvey is trying to run away with it with 0.8 of a second advantage. Dunaway, oh man, Duscher nearly got turned around there just off the hook. Dunaway touches there with Duscher. Now here comes the 15 to Isidore with a slider and almost took out Dunaway. Isidore showed his nose inside there really deep. When you look at the racing going on for third, it's Duscher is now trying to set his sights on Zane Harvey. On forward Dunaway. See the run that Isidore has on Jewel for the bottom step of the podium. Maybe try and throw the deal. Ooh, you saw there the 15 touch the Tory powder donut. Able to hang on to it. Oh, hang on there alone. Had some contact there off of Jewel and makes a nice save. And those tires are going to be weapons here today for all the drivers. We saw it earlier on tonight. The couple we just saw last yellow with James McMillan. Speaking of McMillan, just laid down the quickest lap of this feature so far at a 15:20. McMillan currently scored in 7th. Door-to-door action still for 4th between Jewel and Dunaway. Malone trying to do everything to close in. Joe's up to 4th, big side by McMillan, and he catches alone. Now we're back to yellow. That's for this man and Caden Michael. So Michael spins. This is in the back of the pack. So a couple of drivers that were running mid-pack just got a bit lucky there. They were about to go around and somehow were able to save it. You saw Zach Johnson send it in deep. Two had a little bit of beef going on. Back of the feature, and you see Michael touches the Uke tire. On board, man, that was a heck of a sight. You see it even damaged Nellie's left rear. I think Michael tried to turn around Johnson at the same time. I don't know, don't quote me on that though. Doubled up once again. Zane Harvey and Brody Duscher, your front row, your biggest mover at the moment. Jesse Dunaway, Jesse Isidore, each up 3 to 4 spots. Back to green we go on lap number 14. Oh, watch out, Isidore, be careful. We got a little sideways there, and he touches the tire, around he goes.
Caution is out, caution is out.
And also collected Jason Fenton in the process. So that puts a lap off here. That's a tough break for Jesse Isidore. He's one of the threats here to watch out for tonight. Here's a look at the replay. Going into turn 1. See right there, hits it with the left front. Man, Miller caught a pretty good piece of that. That damaged the 15 pretty good, but you see the damage fixed up. I'm not sure if they've actually turned on ghost damage here, or whatever you call it. First off, you see how he's sideways. Look at the job we did with the gloves, trying to prevent the car from going around. There you see Fenton was already committed to the bottom and nowhere to go. Back to green here, and Harvey immediately clears. He's led every lap so far today. We try to get second on Duscher. Hang on, Brody. Dunaway shoves it in, but it's not going to count. Caution is back out. Farron and Isidore again. Take a look and show you what happened. Ooh, one got the wall. It was Johnson, and he just got a bumper by the 15. Enough for the force to send him around. And once again, Farron nowhere to go. I'm over Jason. Once again, bad luck for the number 85.
Green flag.
All right, try it again. And I don't know why we're going back to yellow. Yellow is out there somehow for, oh my gosh! We just had the big one 5 seconds into the yellow. That's crazy. Totally uncalled for there, that's for sure. I don't know why race control brought the yellow flag out. They may put everyone back into their respective spots. Obviously, you know, this isn't really, you know, a too serious series like, you know, we show you on Monday nights at Coast to Coast. It's a series that's all about fun. Maybe from that ghost car, and then watch it low there, got into the 6, and then there's some net code at the same time. A lot of checking up cars around all over the place. Even one driver lost the hood. I believe that was alone. So we'll double them back up here once again and try it again. Stack up on the outside line as we're back to green. Alone, looking low on Harvey. By the way, we do have a new leader in Brody Dusher, who beat, I believe he beat out Harvey at the start-finish line. So the new leader is the number 9. Your second lead change of this race. Alone puts the bumper onto Harvey and shoving his way through his Dunaway to second. 2 wide, 3 wide, sideways is the 1. Everybody hanging on for dear life. Brody Dusher right now saying, thanks boys. I'm checking out of here, and now the 0-2 of Dunaway gets forced up the hill by Alone. 4 wide for a moment into turn number 3. Johnson nearly hits the barrier and finds a way to keep the car going. Folks, this is just lap 20 of a 50-lap feature. You ain't seen nothing yet. Johnson hits the tire. Nice save, stacks the field up. Harvey with a lot of contact that keeps it going. Man, it's glad he's out of all of that situation. Is Brody Dusher, 1.9 second lead on Jesse Isidore. Your best race on track right here. We'll call it 6th here between McMillan and Dunaway. Back on board the 1. You see Harvey trying to rebound after losing the lead. But the opening 15 laps or so with this one. Another bumper by the 1. 22. Oh, that one got enough to send him sideways. Check everyone. I think the big keep the momentum. If you can bump somebody but not bump him hard enough where you have to let blood off, maybe okay. Dunaway again. A little bit of contact. Here comes Nellie again. Back in 8th. Let's go on board with him for a lap. Oh, Harvey hard in the wall. Got some wheels off the ground there. And right underneath this time for Peyton Jewell. Really forced Nellie up the track. Let's move back up here to 4th. Zach Johnson, James McMillan. The 1 car takes a peek downstairs. Bite off the corner, a little bit of contact behind. I think Dunaway scraped the wall. But keeps it going. We are past halfway, and because of all the cautions we have had, there will not be a competition caution at halfway. We are going to keep things going. Keep on trucking. Both groups working really well for each driver. McMillan moves up to 4. Top 3 all have the biggest gaps right now. Except for Caden Michael, 3 seconds behind on Zane Harvey. Brody Duscher still right now in front. Gap has stayed constant between him and Isidore at 1.9 seconds. There you see different routes. Duscher, an opportunity to try and explore some options here without trying to lose too much of the lead. Isidore right in second after being involved in 2 accidents today. Nice recovery for him. Biggest mover of this race is Nicholas alone, up 5 spots. Looks like we just had an issue with, Isidore got sideways. Isidore got sideways and he's lost a lot of time there. Nicholas alone and James McMillan could be on the attack. We just had a moment with Zane Harvey where apparently it looked like he may have crashed. Let's go to a replay and show you what happened in turn 2. The Daniel Nelligan may have been a part of it too. You see it right there, around 1 Harvey, nice save, and man, give credit to both Nellie and Harvey for still driving along and not hitting any major obstacles like a light pole or a jersey barrier. Bottom step of the podium, race is on here. Here comes McMillan underneath. That can work for fifth, or for third rather. 15 laps to go here at Limaland for Jesse Douche, or for Brody Duscher, either Duscher or Duscher. We'll have to ask him afterwards if should he be the winner. He's not paying Joe get a little sideways as he hangs on to it. Nelligan and Dunaway could be on the attack in just a matter of moments. Now, side by side for third, McMillan on the attack. Now because of that, that's kind of important here because Nicholas alone, now not your hard charger of the race. Jesse Isidore be credited as the biggest mover of the race. Him and Malone each up 4 spots. That's something to think of here. Now a slide job attempt from Malone goes sour. Giving McMillan lose some speed by the contact. And this could allow Zach Johnson to try and take a crack at third. They have sent him a little bit too deep. A lot of wild action to begin this feature here tonight, but I think once, all the drivers got a good feel for the trucks, I think things are able to get settled. But now, we've got some lap traffic that the leader is about to deal with. So right on board, that's Caleb Boatwright, Caden Michael, and Jason Fenton. 10 through 12 that the leader is working on here with 10 laps to go. If he can't get through it easily, it could get into it. It's into in front of him. One driver just caught the wall. That was Michael, after a door slam by Fenton. And they're beating and banging here. Duscher may want to be careful. The gap has cut down to 1.6 seconds. Duscher going to try this the safe and sorry way. Now looking low here. Oh, I don't know about that. Having a tough time getting past Boatwright here. With 8 laps to go, this could get interesting. Isidore is closing in fast, 1.1 seconds, and around goes Caleb Boatwright. That brings the yellow out. Hold the phone, ladies and gentlemen. This may have just gotten interesting here. We're gonna rack them, stack them up once more. No lap traffic that the leaders have to go through, and here's a look at what happened to the Red Bull Boatwright entry. A little bit too fast. Hit the opening just briefly. That car sideways, but again, that was right in front of the leader. How tight this was. Michael, the yellow had already come out. Single file restarts here for the rest of this one. Jesse Isidore spoil the party of Brody Duscher. Who's going to take the win here in round number 2 of Tuesday Night Clustertruck? About to find out. Duscher all by himself up top. Everybody else pretty much laying it downstairs. You see Isidore with the sand, the slider line. That's going to be key. They have to make some contact too at the same time. 6 laps to go. There it is. Isidore sends it deep, trying to get a crack at Duscher for the lead. Has it down to half a truck length into turn 3. We're back to yellow. And it's for Daniel Nellie again. Once again, that's in turn 2. Contact with Dunaway. Another Tory tire victim. That one was pretty good. Man, a lot of contact that came by Boatwright, and I believe that was Caden Michael too. So I gotta tell you something, Jesse Isidore did pretty well closing in on Brody Duscher. Used contact, but remember, it's gonna take about a lap or so to try and get an opportunity to get those tires roared back up to temp, although their laps for the caution laps are quick. McMillan trying to show his nose underneath. We're back to green. Great jump from Duscher. And the 15 in the wall, 3 wide for second. That's just what Duscher wants to see. Isidore and Duscher keep it high. Look at the big set there. That was by, I believe, Johnson in the 105. 4 laps to go. Isidore is there. He's up to the back bumper of Brody Duscher. Holy side, up the hill go both alone and McMillan. Both of them won't be too pleased with each other, and hard to the wall with McMillan. That's a tough break. He had a fast hot rod. Last call though for Jesse Isidore, and around is Jesse Dunaway. Cautions, breeding cautions. In the final frames here at Limaland. Let's show you what happened to Dunaway. Right there, put him in the wall, and Dunaway is the one that paid the price. Johnson with a nice rear link. Now this here, we're going to show you this too. This has to be frustrating if you're both McMillan and Alone. Let's show you what happened. Alone, no, there was contact from behind by Johnson. I think Alone just didn't realize he wasn't clear, and just decided not to left there, I guess. He knows if he's lifting, he's losing a lot of time. So lights are back arc, so Jesse Dunaway can, Caleb Boatwright rather, can catch back up. Got a wave around, so. Two-lap shootout, green-white checker to determine the winner, and there goes Duscher. Does Isidore have anything for the number 9? It's gonna have to take a heck of a set here for Isidore if he wants to crack in Duscher. He's testing the high limits, but I don't think it's gonna work. Final lap underway here at Limaland for Brody Duscher in the ARB Mitsubishi Motors number 9, making his way through turns number 3 and 4. The battle for Ohio belongs to Brody Duscher. Isidore giving him a love tap. Well done, and now it's time to go crazy. Isidore 2nd, Harvey 3rd, Johnson 4th, and Jewel 5th. Now let's see if we can do some burnouts here, Brody. Duscher will pose here along with, I believe, the top 3. I think they'll all pose for a photo here. And we'll prop up your official results here from tonight. So Duscher the winner, Isidore 2nd, Zane Harvey third, Zach Johnson fourth, Peyton Jewell fifth, James McMillan sixth, Nicholas Alone in seventh, Jason Fant in eighth, Caden Michael ninth, and Daniel Nelligan finishes 10th. Stand by as going to see if we can get your race winner on in here. There's a look at the rest of the field here. Again, everyone finishing on the lead lap. And so we'll begin with our third place finisher in Zane Harvey. Zane, walk us through your race tonight.
Oh man, I kind of was pushing it real hard early. Wasn't really paying attention to tires. It kind of went away, and then got in the mix of all the wildness there, and had to go back and just had to fight my way back up through.
Is that something that maybe a lot of drivers are going to keep an eye on down the road?
Oh, absolutely. Especially on the asphalt stuff, it's not bad. It wears them hardly at all. But right here on this stuff, it took both front tires right away.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to on the run?
Just me.
All right, there we go. Plain simple. Nice job tonight, Zane. Great job.
Hey, thank you.
Zane Harvey finishing in third spot. Let's go to Jesse Isidore, who finished second. Jesse, we saw that one opportunity that you had to try and strike on Brody Duscher for the win. Is that caution flag what pretty much cost you an opportunity there?
Yeah, I potatoed that last restart. Didn't do very well. So, with the right front was real worn out. Tires were real worn out, and what are you gonna do? You're out there running 50 laps in a trophy truck, So I had real bad tires. Truck was a dump truck, but it was a good run. It was a lot of fun.
Let me ask you this, if you don't mind. I don't know if you checked this or not, but did you get the opportunity to see what your tire wear was?
No, I did not actually, but I can tell you right now. So, oh my God, I was at 5% on the right front, 37 on the right rear. Everything else pretty good. Left rear was 77, 60 on the left front. So the right side was pretty cooked.
Did I hear you say 5%?
Yeah.
That is insane. Wow.
5, 7, and 17.
Crazy.
So
wow.
Yeah, it was cooked. It was cooked. And what's that?
You found a way to come back as well from a couple of wrecks too. Wow, doing
yeah,
it, so.
yeah. I got it was a slugfest. It was a good time. I was actually right before you pulled up, I was just giggling at watching the restarts and the just absolute carnage. So it was a good time.
For sure, man. Who do you want to give shout outs to?
Shout out to Limaland Airs. I beat your boy Zane Harvey, dude. Yo, fuck you, Zane Harvey. You couldn't drive a team of ducks to water, dude.
Oh, okay,
my
Jesse.
bad.
Okay.
F you, Zane.
All right. Great job tonight, Jesse. Great job.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
You as well. We apologize for the colorful language. I know Jesse's a little bit excited. Let's talk with your winner in victory lane with Brody. First off, Brody, how do you pronounce your last name?
It's Disher.
It's Dasher?
Disher, yep.
Disher, okay. I was wondering what it was. I had a couple of options I could have gone with, but Disher. All right. So, Brody, congrats on the win. Walk me through that pass for the race lead on Zane Harvey there. I did not see that one coming, but walk us through it. Just timed the restart well?
Well, I timed that restart pretty well. We had about 2 laps of green flag before we had the caution, and when we crossed the line for the lap before the caution, I think I had a nose on him on the outside, so I think it gave me the lead there, and then from there on, I just had to run my race and hope that I didn't blow my right front off.
How were your tires, by the way? I've just heard a lot of people talking about tire wear, and I think Isidore just told me one of his front tires was at 5% or 7%.
Yeah, my left front was at 20, my right front was at 2%. So I probably had about 5 laps left in it. If we would have had a few more cautions, I don't know if I would have been able to hold on to it.
That is wild, 2% at the end. So, but hey, gotta give it up for you. Great job tonight. Will you be attending next week at Wild West?
Yes, sir, I will be. I'm trying to go for the points here, so we'll see what we can do. I'll be back.
What are you expecting out of that one? I mean, obviously, we haven't raced on dirt road yet, but what do you expect out of it?
That is my type of racing. I do that in real life. On iRacing, that's basically all I do with these Pro 4s. I run them on the off-road, dirt road, so I'm pretty excited about that. I think I should do pretty well there.
All righty. Well, let's see what happens. Who do you want to give shout-outs to?
My mom and dad are watching out in the living room. Thanks for them for watching. My team over there at Lions Den Motorsports, all them guys, I think they're watching tonight. And you guys for putting on the show, and thanks for broadcasting it, Marty.
All righty. Well, we'll let you go. Congratulations. A great win tonight.
Appreciate it.
Brody Disher, your winner here at Limaland Motorsports Park. And so, with that, that is going to do it here for tonight at Limaland. Again, 8:30 p.m. start time next Tuesday here on Slide Job Racing Network. Monday, don't forget we've got Monday Night Madness here with the Open 358s and Sprint Cars. That takes place at Williams Grove tomorrow. That all begins at 7 o'clock Monday. Until then, it's goodbye for us for this week. Till then, on behalf of everyone at Nellie Productions, Daniel Nelligan and his awesome team, I'm Marty Scala saying so long and sign off tonight. Brody Disher, your winner here at Limaland. So long, everyone.